kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic. And she tryna link up, so much we got synced up, pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is, don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader. Now I'm just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all his losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Another try for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
On the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Myles Garrett. A gain of only a yard.
On 4th down, Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Cleveland.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Complete to David Njoku.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Morris. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clear. The correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
First down.
Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano out to kick this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will go for it. It's Keenum. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
With the give to Nick
A lot of
Chubb.
running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and 3. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1 from the 2. coming right. This is Chubb on the toss. And now running right through it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 44, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Morris, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now an option play on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Jones pass.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Browns 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the...
He's got a man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield on play action. And that's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns add on to their lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
22, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Saquon Barkley. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going option play on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
57, Mike, 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Penny. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
36, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
2-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Run. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On third down, it's Nick Chubb finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Morris. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Sponge. No.
On the carry, it's Booker. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 50, Giants 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Strip that ball. Check three. He's coming.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Watch the pass.
They'll run with Booker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at about the 28. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battle.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Guys, it's game situation.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Nothing, man. I suck.
Style and a different flow.
Not just your league.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
There is no key.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That's called Madden in PlayStation 4. Now, if you got some YouTube plays and things like that, I don't do those things, so that's not going to help me. I just want to play a non-this game, in which case, my people block your people. People block my people. You throw the ball, you catch it. I throw the ball, I catch it. Let's have a game. Yeah, and if that's the case, I'll keep taking my ass whippings like I'm taking it. But don't ever think I'm taking or none of that bullshit.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this.
No, we're not complete.
I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera sit.
Man, listen.
Can't put $1, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll?
Let me tell you, just now I played the Cleveland Browns. Both of their left and their right end had 4 sacks apiece. Alright? Now, if my offensive line, or better yet, my 2 tackles, my tight ends, and my running backs can't stop those 2 defensive ends coming around the corner, it don't matter if I got man-to-man. It don't matter what else happens. I have no time to throw the ball.
Why you didn't keep a running back in there?
I keep him in there. He just ran him and fuck him over. You didn't watch the game, Blue? I broadcasted.
Yeah, I caught the 4th quarter.
Oh, you missed the important part of the game. The very first quarter, as soon as I kicked it off to him, he had the ball to start the game. He threw an interception at his 25-yard line. And I ran it back to the 12. I got a first down at the 2. By the time I tried to throw a pass, I was at the 12 again. And mind you, my first 3 plays was running plays. They beat up my offensive line and stopped my running back in the backfield on a dive up the middle and a sweep block. You know, and I lost 10 yards. tried to throw a pass to Barkley out of the backfield. He had like 8 people running, and that was a pick. But he got the ball. Mind you, it's zip. He got the ball. First play that he threw it, he threw an interception. I got the ball back at the 40-yard line. I run it down to like the 32, or I get it down to like the 32-yard line. Second down and like 6. I'm thinking I'm going to kick at least a field goal. Can you believe it? The Bucks got dropped for like a 7-yard loss. My offensive line just couldn't even touch their defensive ends. It's like height. It's like they're not even touching them. They like running free. They both coming around the corner to smash Barkley, 5-yard loss. What the hell am I supposed to do? I can't run the ball. All right, so then I said, you know what? I keep Barkley in the backfield. Let me see if I can do a screen pass or something short. And he came up the middle and knocked me back to the 47-yard line. So now I'm like 4th and 19 at the 47. I can't get the field goal. So then I punt it. And mind you, I punted to his 2-yard line. So he got first and 99 yards to go. See, you missed me in the game. That's the whole game right there. Yeah, first and 99 yards to go. He threw a pass. And the thing on the quarter for like a yard.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. For a cruise, for a season, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist under chocolate. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Little bit.
So from that point on, I'm like, okay, I had the ball 2 times inside his 20. I can't move no points. This is not looking good.
West LA, that where you find me though.
But
Chacha macho with it, rocking black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little
yeah,
bro.
I remember.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit.
Why not? If it's 3rd down and 8, you got. I trust. No, there's no chances at all. If my cornerbacks are good enough to hold you, man-to-man coverage.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play.
I understand.
Yeah.
But
flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the
I'm supposed to be the safety that's supposed to be right there picking that off.
I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through standing. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play.
Yeah, but you saying slower than him. I'm talking 4 steps. If my man can stay in front of you for 4 steps, I don't care if he running 99. If his change of direction is 92 and my defensive quarterback change direction 92, you know, and he's won you, I'm only asking for 2 seconds before a linebacker should be smacking the quarterback. Now, when that linebacker gets picked up and everybody's covered and your quarterback got 3 seconds, that's all, 3 seconds. Beckham is open. You're right. I'm 100%, I agree with you. But at 3rd down and 8, at your 25-yard line, I'm trying to back you up. I'm trying to hold you. You got a 21-7 lead. You're blowing me the hell out. Everybody in your team is 95 and above at every position. Across the board. Offensive line, defensive line, you got the, come on. I looked at the Browns. They're 12-1 for a reason. It's not just because they beat up on my Giants. Alright? Yes. No, I can't give him no time. I can't give him man, listen, I'm desperate. I want the damn ball. I don't care.
Being desperate.
Man, listen, you're blue. But I'm 7-6. He's 12-1. Who else in the league is doing good against him except that one person that beat him? So don't tell me my technique is wrong, or other your 12-year-olds is wrong too.
That's right, Donnie. That's right.
So whatever y'all tried didn't work. Whoever won that one game, I should have tried to broadcast it.
Green Bay did. Green Bay ran the ball on the ball.
Yeah, but Green Bay has to have an offensive line to cover his defensive line because my offensive line is not that good. All right, so. Man, I tell you what, Green Bay's offensive line allowed him to run the ball. I got Barkley in the backfield. If you think my offensive line is blocking good enough that I can block the ball, run, you think I'm not trying to get Barkley the ball 100 times a game? You damn right. And then I felt that after I ran it, my quarterback sucked. My quarterback sucked. No. Man, listen. If my quarterback is throwing over the guy's 15 yards over his head and he's wide the fuck open, it ain't my goddamn fault. My quarterback sucked called Daniel Jones. That's right. And that's what I'm going to do. And I picked one up. Yeah, because I get Jimmy Garoppolo, who's a 79, and he's no better than Daniel Jones. I go get, I tell you what, I can't wait till Drew Brees get to be 39 years old and he becomes a free agent and I take him for a year. We're going to have a good year that year.
Drew Brees not going to be on, he can retire. He ain't going to be on 22.
He's not going to retire. Drew Brees not retired.
He already didn't retire.
Not Drew Brees. Who's the other one that's on Green Bay quarterback?
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be 39 years old. He'll be a free agent. Hopefully I get a chance to pick him up. Yes, he is. He's out. Okay. You think what you want to think. I'm in New York. I really don't give a damn what they do in Green Bay or with Aaron Rodgers. No, because my team is stuck on the fucking Daniel Jones. What's your team again? Okay, but when the last time Dallas won a playoff game? 2021. I don't think y'all won one 2 years ago, but if you wanna, that's cool. That's cool. Man, listen, I got Google. I could look it, but I'm an NFC East person because I'm the Giants. So if you listen to all the commentators and you listen to everybody, fuck Dallas. And I feel like them. Fuck Dallas. Dallas will never be nothing. Dallas didn't have no defense last year, and they spent all of their draft picks getting defensive players, and they got a retrograde defensive coordinator that's coming in there for the first time. Alright? Okay.
But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached.
Okay. Now the Giants was number 5 in the league last year on defense. We got a cornerback that runs a 95 to opposite our other Pro Bowl cornerback. We picked up 2 more cornerbacks in the draft. Offensively, we got an all-pro wide receiver. Offensively, that's in the free agency market, called Galloway. We picked up John Royce, who runs a 4.22. All right. We picked up Kadavius, whatever his name is, from Florida State as a wide receiver. We're getting Barkley back. We revamped our whole offensive coaching staff regarding our offensive line that's concerned. So all our young 1 and 2 year offensive players, they're going to get better coaching this year coming. The team to watch out for in our division is definitely not the Eagles, and it's definitely not the Cowboys. It's the Washington Redskins. That team is a beast. Yes, I'm just being.
The Redskins.
The football team, the offense, they picked up 2 wide receivers. I forget what their names are, but one of them's prominent. He's really fast. Fitzgerald. Oh, Fitzpatrick. He used to be the Jets quarterback, but just like that said, yes. But listen to what they said yesterday. If you look at all quarterbacks who played in 2020, all of them, and you put their passing attempts, passing completion, passing yards for total yards that they caught, the receivers caught the yards per pass. If you put all of that up, in 6 games, Fitzpatrick was number 3 in the league. 7, 8, 9, 10, he fell off the cliff. So if he can do that for 6 games, and they got that rookie that they picked up who's supposed to take over, and I'm just saying, man. Yes, and Washington Redskins has an outstanding offensive line. No, man, listen. Their offensive line is good. They got a good offensive line, and they got good running backs, and they picked up some wide receivers who just need to blossom. Giants got the offense, and the Giants got the defense. We proved last year. It's definitely not Dallas.
The most complete team. I would say Washington. I would go ahead and say Dallas because of them having a better quarterback.
Yeah, but their defense ranked their defense, even though they was ranked 32 last year.
So I'm gonna go with the Redskins because Patrick.
The Redskins offense. Yes, I'm talking overall, Blue. The Redskins offense last year was like 27th in the league. The defense was like number 3. Now think about it. The Giants defense was number 5 last year in the league, and our offense was ranked number 18. So now, if you look at all the additions that the Giants got on offense, we got explosive niggas everywhere on my team. Everywhere. No, the football team has the best defense. Offensive line, I would say that's either between Dallas and Washington. Because you got to think, Dallas last year, think about it. Dallas last year, your left tackle, he played 1 game. Your left guard, he played, of course, and he didn't play the rest of the year. Your left guard did the same thing, and so did your right tackle. So they're coming off, all 3 of them, season-ending injuries. They have to come back and play to the to the barrier that they had before. So you have to take into account an ACL injury that you're coming off of. That's not that easy to do and be an all-pro. Yeah, but he's a running back. He's not an offensive lineman. Yes, but you got 3 offensive linemen coming off season-ending injuries. My New York Giants, we picked up a running back immediately in free agency. We got a one in the draft, and we picked up another one in free agency. We don't need really Barkley to be the man this year. Our wide receiving core is going to kill you. How you going to cover me? How you going to cover me? No, they don't. No. Yes. That's right. And look at your injured offensive line. Look at your injured offensive line. What that? But he's coming off. He didn't play on last year because he got hurt too. If you blow on him too long, he hurt too. Giants. Giants got 6. Giants got 6. All right. Galloway is. No. We're talking about the Giants right now, partner. So leave the Redskins out of this. Let me defend my Giants. Who won Dallas? Who won Dallas is better than Galloway? So you gonna tell me? You gonna tell? That's right. So you gonna tell me Slayton is not better than the people on your team? Slayton? Man, listen. I still got John Ross who runs the 4-2-2. I still got Shepard, Galloway. Man, and I got the rookie Kadarius Toney, who's also another 4-2-2 wide receiver. So we got 5 deep on the Giants outside of Galloway, who's 6'3" and is a beast. Everybody else is running 4-3s on the Giants wide receiver core, and I got 5 deep. Do you have 5 deep cornerbacks? I'm just talking, babe. That's all right. You know what? I'm glad you're a Dallas fan, because as the last 15 years of my life, until the last time Dallas won with, thank you. I'm way better. Yeah, it's my tight end. And we picked up Rudolph, who came from the Vikings, who's another beast wide receiver as a tight end. And they got Barkley in the backfield back. Come on now. The Giants are deep. That's all right, my dude. Enjoy your Cowboys. I love my Giants, and I can't wait till we bust your ass. We should have played you the first game of the season in Dallas like we used to, but they changed it up this year. I'm sorry they did that, because this is the year right now. I would love to kick a hole in Dallas ass the first game of the year. I would love to do that, but we don't play up to like the 7th or the 8th. I'm telling you, the Giants is not nothing to play with. We're under the radar because nobody is paying attention to the coaching staff changes. We got 5 new offensive line coaches. I'm not gonna say no more.
What?
No.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that.
Well, everybody have a number one receiver. It might be, they might not be.
Now on that note, last year Slayton had 912 or 920, and Shepard had 880. So no, we didn't have 2,000-yard receivers, but we had 2 of them that's close. That come this next year is going to be number 3 and number 4 receivers on the Giants. That's the difference. My number 1 and number 2 receivers last year is going to be number 3 and number 4. Really? You're not paying no attention to that? I'm sorry, man. My wide receiving core is going to be crazy. Let's be real. Your defense sucks. That means the 6 people y'all got in the draft are all rookies. They got to learn the NFL speed. They're going to make a rookie mistakes their first year. They're not going to be great until year 2 or 3. Y'all had the last defense in the league last year. Y'all was the sieve. So if you're... I bet you they won't. How much you want to bet? Man, listen. I'm with it. Yo, Blue, you take the money ahead of time. They did last year twice. No, I'm sorry. What did you just say? You said they're not going to lose to the Giants, and I responded by saying y'all did twice. So, what you're saying is not true, man. Be honest.
Injuries is part of the game. It doesn't matter if your top player
Thank you.
hurt. Injuries is part of the game.
It's part of the game. Y'all got your asses wet both times. When the Giants broke his damn leg. So we're going to break his leg this time too. That wasn't last year. We won both games we played y'all last year. That must have been a year before.
What? What? Why you did us the phone there?
It's all good because that's yesterday. And you know, yesterday don't really matter come tomorrow. My Giants underrates my team. I love it. We are strong and we're resilient and we're deep. We are a deep team at every level. I'm not happy with my offensive line, but I am happy with the coaching staff that's there to coach up these youngsters because we got rookies and 1 year and 2 year players starting on our line. So I'm glad we got outstanding coaches this year to teach a new system that's going to work. I guarantee you, my left tackle who a lot of people say was a bust as his rookie year. No, you don't. I could pick about 2 or 3 other teams off the top of my head that got a better offensive line. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. Man, listen, I can guarantee you the Giants are an explosive offensive team. We're going to score points. And we got the number 5 defense coming back, retooled, restocked, with better players. We got shut down corners now, man. We could play man-to-man against everybody, and we could go 5 deep as a fucking man-to-man defense. You can't say that with all them rookies you got in your secondary. No. Nah. Not without defensive coordinator. Come on, man. Yeah, you sleeping. You're not paying no attention. Because your coaching staff is not ranked in the top half of the league. Your coaching staff sucks. They do. That's why you got a new coordinator with half of your defense all rookies. I don't care about what the fucking Cowboys do until they play the Giants.
Yeah, but it could be that.
By the time you play us, I can guarantee you'll have a losing record. No, we're not. No, we're not. No. Man, listen. Everybody's going to underestimate the Giants. Watch what's fucking going to happen. Watch. It don't matter. That's right. That's right. The Broncos don't have a quarterback. The Broncos don't have a quarterback. All right. No, the football team got a good defense, but our defense could shut down their offense, and our offense will score more against their defense than their offense will score against mine. We'll win that one. And what's the third one? What's the third one? Yeah, we are. The Broncos is one-dimensional. I don't give a damn. They're still one-dimensional. My cornerbacks is going to shut out their wide receivers, man to man. We're going to triple team that motherfucker. He ain't doing shit. And we got Barkley back there, so Von Miller's going to be tired come the third quarter. Y'all forget. Yo, Blue, I'm tired of talking about this. It's just about time in 3 weeks, Giants start practice. I see, that's a Dallas thing right there. I swear. Dallas this, Dallas that. Don't you listen to Stephen A. Smith? How much he loves the Dallas Cowboys? Huh? Man, listen, you need to listen. But yo, it's 9:45. I'm get some eat, go to bed, man. Yo, Levi, I love you. I talk to you soon. Yo, Blue, holla back.